Well, hello guys, this is Kathleen, and I'm here once again to get on my soapbox and to talk to you today about the human brain. Not exactly what you think I'm going to talk to you about, but I'm going to give you a little bit of education. So stick with me. So here we have the frontal lobe. Now, the frontal lobe is kind of where we have our impulsivity, the short-term memory, voluntary movement, social functioning, creativity, expressive language. That's all up here in this frontal lobe. Then we have our parietal lobe. I love saying that word, parietal. And the parietal lobe is like a sensory strip location. Perception, touch, pain and temperature, the ability to draw, which kind of okay, but not the best. Reading, writing, calculations, that's all up in here. Then we have our temporal lobe. I always want to say tempori, but it's not. It's temporal lobe. We do not eat it. It is just the temporal lobe. Temporal. Okay, it's our hearing. Hello. Long-term memory and verbal recognition. Like, hey honey, I know it's you because I can hear you. That's great. Written recognition, memory, receptive memory, music, initiation, and verbal. Now that is your temporal lobe. Then we have over here the occipital lobe. Occipital lobe. Occipital lobe is perception and visual, kind of back here in our little head. But that is the occipital lobe. Cerebellum. I just love saying that. Cerebellum. Isn't there like a musical group, Cerebellum? The cerebellum is coordination and your balance. Have you ever been off balance? And the ability to judge distance. So, you know, oh, I'm gonna walk down these stairs and I'm not gonna fall, which I think we've all done. Muscle tone, of course, which we all have. I used to have a lot more. And muscle tone that helps us speak in our little mouth. Chin. Medulla oblongata, which is part of the brain stem. It is the reticular activating system. What does that mean? Well, you have the thalamus, hypothalamus, heart rate, blood pressure, smell, taste, eye movement, appetite, vision, and balance. The medulla oblongata has a lot. I always want to be like Hispanic when I say it. Medulla oblongata, even though I don't speak Spanish. It is kind of the control center for our heart and our lungs. So it's really super important. Oh, and of course the spinal cord. We cannot forget that spinal cord. Let's see, I have had how many injuries? Like I broke my back, broke my neck, had neck fusion, broke the neck fusion, fixed neck fusion, had back surgery on my spine from T2 to T8, and I'm still up and running. What is this? This is the human brain. What is it that we're all born with this, right? Every human being is born with this, with the brain. Same brain, all looks the same, majority of the time. Maybe somebody has a horrible disease and they're missing part of that brain. But when everybody's born, this right here is all the same. What I don't see here in this brain is apartheid, bias, bigotry, discrimination, segregation, unfairness, illiberality, partiality, racism, hate, one-sidedness. You see, when we're born, none of that is in the brain. What happens is we become born. And then the brain is like Play-Doh. And we have parents and friends and media and schools and religion and blah, 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 blah. Social media. And that, my friends, is what creates all of those things. It doesn't matter if you're white on the outside, black on the outside, yellow on the outside, red on the outside, green on the outside, your brain looks like this, and we all start this way. So, I think we have a choice here, because we know that we were born with a very clean, let's think of it like you've got a new computer, new hard drive, that is what your brain is like when it's born. But what do we put on that hard drive? Well, we can put crap and documents and shit and documents and viruses and blah, 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 blah. And what do? We take it somewhere and we say, wipe this out and get it back to the basics. So my challenge is this. We need to get back to the basics. It's not that hard. We need to care about each other because we all got the same brain. No matter what color you are, what religion you are, what political side you are on, we are all people. We all came from the same place. Hate to tell you, but that's a fact. Science. And I love science. We'll let you know that. So, let's get rid of all this stuff that's going on right now. Let's not feed into the media. Let's not feed into the hate. Let's not feed into the racism. Let's rise above it all and move forward. Because all we have is our future. Our future. That's what we have. And that should be the most exciting thing for us. We should learn from our past and bring that knowledge to the future. So here's what I say. Ego, you know what? It's part of our brain, and make it so that we can live from a place of acceptance and respect and not fear. Because you know what? Who likes to live from a place of fear? It's anxiety, it's depression, it's, well, basically not making the right choice. So here's my challenge. Let's do this. Think about things differently in your day. Start making a change. Change those synapses in our brain. In order to change the way we think, we have to put effort into it. From being judgmental and racist and hateful, and from a place of, I'm okay, I'm not afraid. Let's change the way we think. Let's not look back and say, wow, we did the same thing over and over. Let's make a difference. Let's make a change. Let's make it better. That's my challenge to you.